Hi everyone, it's Hilary from Pink Bubble Cards here. Welcome back to my craft room. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, thank you. If you enjoy paper crafts, please consider subscribing and please click the like button below. So today I am going to do a make along. This is the baubles, and for this you will need 20 circles. Now I have used my punches, 2 different sizes, to make these, and I just thought I would show you the whole thing step by step so you can make along. So I've got 20 circles cut, so let's put these ones to the side. The smaller ones, honestly, they're the most difficult. Now you're supposed to fold it back 3 times, and so with the small ones it's quite easy to fold it back. What is difficult is to get all the folds the right size, but if you just place your thumb and then fold it back. Now you do want a sort of sharp corner. You want a sharp corner like that, whereas there's going to be a bit of a gap with that one. I mean, it's not the end of the earth if you don't, but you want to try and get these 2 points to meet. So with the small circles, I don't use a scoreboard or anything like that. I just fold each edge back 3 times and press it down. So we're just going to do that for all of these. Now you need 5 circles for the top, 5 circles for the bottom, and you need 10 circles for round the middle. So these are quite fiddly, and you see, so that's 4, and I'm going to do a 5th one. So when you do this, it is the variation in size that bothers me. You know, each flap is a different size. So we've got 5 there. So let's just put this together. So the 5 little ones we want to put together in a circle. So we just glue the tabs together, hold it until it grabs, hold it together, make sure that it's even in the bottom, and then we do the same for the next one. We're going to hold that together until it grabs. Like so. So I have been doing all sorts. We've been traveling quite a lot, off to Oslo, up to a lovely beach holiday in Aberdeen, then we're going to see Dave's family down in Lancashire and the Wirral, and then we've got a big holiday in September booked. So we're away quite a lot. We have had a little allotment this year, and honestly, I don't think I'm going to do it next year. I don't think I have the desire to go up as often as I should. You know, I could have worked it a lot more. We did it more. And we certainly made mistakes this year, but it was our first year. Now, we're going to leave that final gap open. We're not going to glue that down. All right? So yes, the allotment has been interesting. I managed to get some lovely beetroot and I ate it, and it was not liking me. The beetroot was terrible. It really upset my tummy. I do have digestive issues, so I'm pretty careful usually. I try to be careful with what I eat, and so that was very disappointing because I love fresh beetroot, and but they are a superfood. I didn't realize that they are so high in fiber. I just steamed them, and as I say, it did not agree with me at all. So the peas didn't come. The carrots got carrot fly. We have some little turnips that I'm leaving in to grow, and we have parsnips, and we've had a few potatoes. So I think what we're going to do is we will just use the space that we've got in the garden. You know, you can do strawberries in hanging baskets, so we've got space for that. You can do peas in tubs, so we can easily do that. There's all sorts of things that you can do in a smaller garden, and I think it would be easier for us. The allotment plot that we've got is a starter one, so there's nothing on it. It's just a square, and it's not like you've got to take your tools up there. There are times where you have to take your water up there because there's no water on the allotment site. And we can't leave them there because the bigger allotments might have a shed or a tool bench or something like that. But the allotment that we have is not big enough for that sort of thing. It is just a little starter allotment. So we thought we'd try it. We've been so busy with everything this year that I really don't feel that we have got the time to dedicate to it. So that was the allotments. We're not going to replace them. We've been away quite a lot. We're kind of going away every month at the moment. So I think what we're going to do next year is we will restrict ourselves to having holidays only when the schools are off. My daughter-in-law is a school teacher, and so you know, sometimes when she's at work and my son is on shift, then we need to help with the babies. The other grandparents help too, and so we I think it would be easier for everyone if we just have our holidays during or when we go away on holiday, just during the school holidays. Now, this is for round the middle. So we want to make this one long strip, not a circle. I'm just going to hold that until it grabs. That's it. Hold it. See if we can get it even. So today we're going to a wedding. We're going to the evening reception. So my stepdaughter is visiting, and then we will get ready for the wedding, and it's a beautiful day, thank goodness. I believe there's a storm warning coming, and we're actually away, so hopefully the flights won't be affected, but hopefully as well we'll miss the storm. That's it. So we're doing this in a line for round the middle. And just hold it. Now, come on. I'm going to get one of those glue gun things that Tonic Studios have got for their glue pots. I do struggle with glues at times. Here we go. Glue it together. That's it. So yeah, we are off to Oslo, and no idea what to expect. Never been before, but really looking forward to it. Looking forward to get away. And exploring a new country. We're only going for a short break. It's not any. Wait a minute. Hang on. That has to go that way. That's it. Now, almost finished this, and then I want to go on and show you the bigger circles. So with the bigger circles, it's a lot harder to make 3 equal folds, and that is why I used my scoreboard, because it's slightly easier when they're this size. They're not that neat, but they're so small you're not really going to notice the difference isn't going to be huge. So I decided to use my scoreboard for the bigger circles, and that is what we'll do next. I've just got one more to put on here. Like so. And we'll just hold that there. Oh. I've also been doing a lot of my genealogy, which is fascinating, and you really do, or you can become quite obsessed with it and absorb it. So I find it infuriatingly fascinating. So there is our line of circles. I'm going to leave that there to dry. Although we could fasten it. We'll just close the circle. Come on, grab it. That's it. Hold it in position. There we go. Now, Let me get my scoreboard. So, when I'm doing this for the circles, I use the right side of my board, just because it's easier for me to use. Now, if I can get a bone folder. So what I was doing, I was putting the circle right up against the edges on the right side, and I was scoring at 1/2 inch. And then I turned it so the point of this score is at 1/2 inch, and then I score down. And then all I do is I line up the point of that score and the point of this score, and I score there. So can you see how there are 3 score lines? And I just fold them like that. Excuse me. So let me do that again. I push it up to the top right hand corner. I score at 1/2. Then I put the point of that at 1/2. Excuse me. Oh, I'm going to have a coughing fit. And then I'd simply join the 2 points together. Excuse me. Hang on. Sorry about that. I do get these coughing fits. Right. So we're going to do 1/2 inch. Put the point at 1/2 inch. And then just join the 2 points together. There we go. 1/2 inch, put that point at 1/2 inch, score down, and then simply put the 2 scores together. There we go. Half an inch, point is at 1/2 inch and down, and then you simply score the 2 lines together. Now it does give you one side that is slightly smaller, but when you glue it together, you make sure that you match up the smaller side. There we are. Now, let's just do these. So I've also decided, you know, since I've retired, I've had a lot more time, and we are cooking things, making things fresh. We are, obviously we've got the allotment, we're planting things, and we're doing all these things, and still I am not losing any weight. I do have digestive issues, I do have medical issues, but you know, I came off a lot of my meds and started healthy eating, and then I still was having trouble, so I thought, right, I'll go dairy free. So I had 6 months of strict dairy free, and I still didn't lose any weight. Felt a little bit better, but honestly wasn't tremendous. So I decided to try the injections. On the one hand, I didn't want to do it, it's expensive, and it's not, I didn't know if I trusted it. You hear all this scary stories. But then at the same time you think, well, it's available, so why not? So I have been doing Manjaro, and I have lost a stone in my first 4 weeks. I have had very little side effects. The side effects, honestly, I don't know if it's just a normal tummy or if it's a side effect, because, you know, of what I have to allow for. So I've been really pleased. It doesn't heal anything, obviously, but I certainly do feel better. Long way to go. Right, here we go. So once again, we need 5 for the top. So grab, hold, now. So you can see there, I can hear somebody coming in, so I'm going to have to close off here.